This is TomSlakeTV.com.
The alphabet. They say it is a vessel of understanding.
I'm here to show you.
There is something more. I am alchemy. Alchemy.
Greetings. I'm back at you. Alchemy. Listen, we left off. First of all, let me say this. This is not a scripted show. I'm telling you this straight from here, what I understand. And if I recall, we left out talking about Great Operation Divine of the Elements. Now, while we're talking about Great Operation Divine, which is G-O-D, I want you to take those letters. G-O-D. G is the 7th letter alphabet. O is the 15th letter alphabet. And D is the 4th letter of the alphabet. Add those up, it's 26. Just like the alphabets, there's 26 alphabets in your head. Now, likewise, as the alphabets are in your head, you can use these alphabets to name everything out there and around you. You use these alphabets to construct thoughts about everything operating around you of that G-O-D, Great Operation Divine. You see, that out there is a direct reflection inside your mind. In fact, people speak of being conscious, being aware. When you have a belief, a script of an ideal that someone has written, that is not true knowledge of knowing anything. All you have is a parrot system. But when you can observe the world around you and label it correctly, that is the operational things involved in that construct, that world around you. I'm going to get to that word world in a minute. What you have is the operation out there reflected in your mind. If you're not aware of the operation, the Great Operation Divine, also known as God or called God, not the one in the church, you're not even aware of at all. What could you be aware of but what's working? Because I'm going to tell you, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. What does not work never shows up for work. That which does work is already there operating. That's why you and I are standing here having this conversation. I'm standing here talking to you, and you sitting there listening. This operation of the elements, as everybody, every one of us, everybody is made up of earth, which is water and bone. Inside that earth, you have fire. You have energy. Energy is your animating factor. That's what allows you to move about. Okay? It's also called your spirit. Your thinking comes by way of what is called air. Air, fire, water, earth. Again, air is your mind. Fire is your spirit, your energy, your creative force. Water becomes your emotion, energy and motion, the fluid flow of that energy. Okay? And earth is your greatest potential, but that's the physical realm where your diamond jewels are, your body, everything else. You see? As you eat food, you form a body. You're able to do things. Now, you and it's like they say, I am the Father of one. You or I. I is the magician. The name of your conscious mind is I. Everybody knows this title. Everyone says, I am this, I am that, I am a baker, I am an artist, I am alchemy, I am this, I am that. Everybody says that. Okay? That very statement is the meaning of the Tetragrammaton, or what is called Yahweh, or the four letters YHVH, which is air, fire, water, earth. See, that air, fire, water, earth created something, consciousness of itself, and it's in you. And you created something else, the alphabets, so you could think and organize. Everything around you has names. The alphabets, forgive me people, it is not English. You thought you learned the alphabets in school. You thought you learned English system of thinking and talking. You did not. The alphabets is alchemical. It's already there in hieroglyphics. It's older than even Egypt. It's older than Africa. It's older than man. No one even knows the age of it. Okay? One thing for certain, we are able to think. We are able to devise things based on this system of thought. I even heard someone say the alphabets was corrupt. The English alphabets were corrupt. Well, we just discerned that it is not English. It was already around before England. First of all, let me discern that so you get this understood. The English, or Britain, did not get the so-called English alphabet to the 6th century, whereas Egypt already had millions of books in the library when the Greeks went in there in 333. The Romans took it from the Greeks and went and gave it to Britain. So how can it be English? But we don't even need to debate that. What we need to discern, though, is the meaning of each and every letter. While you thought you learned the alphabet in school, you did not. I'm going to give you the alphabets. I'm going to give them to you real quick. You got to listen good to what I'm going to say. Because I'm not sticking any letters in. I'm not going to take any out. I'm not going to stick any words in there, but you're going to hear words. And here we go. The alphabets from A to Z. A beast effigy hijack ill men, affecting us all again and again. Much trouble you use W, X, Y, Z doing this to me. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is a beast effigy. H, I, J, K, L, M, N tells that the beast effigy hijack ill men. O, peculiars, T, U, view crosswise. There's a whole sentence. A beast effigy hijack ill men. O, peculiars, T, U, view crosswise. You come in the world like this on all fours like a little baby crawling. Then you learn to stand upright like this. When you stand upright, you're able to look around and see things. When you down on the ground crawling like all fours like an animal, you more or less like a beast. All you can think of is before and after. But when you stand up like this, you can look over all the before and after, around and everything. You can scope. You can have ideals. You can see what's over the horizon. You can see things. You can make plans. It's a different kind of thinking. And that's what the mind did when it arrived. It stood up and it embraced or developed an alphabetical system. It's a numerical system, and numbers don't lie. Everything is in a certain order. Under 1, you have AJS, ages. Under 2, you have BKT. Now, I'm doing the alphabets according to 1 through 9. You take them, everybody knows this. Count your numbers 1 through 9. It's them the only real numbers. Okay? Now we're going to go back. Under 1 is AJS, ages. Yeah, like I said, the alphabets come from thousands of years back, from the ages. They're older than anything we know. Under 2 is BKT, bucket. Yeah, the bucket is the bosom where everything is. And just like the bucket where everything is in us, we are buckets of water. Okay? Our spirit energy, life, animating factor is in this bucket of water. Being in a bucket of water, being spirit in a bucket of water, you got to constantly keep the fire going. That's the conscience mind, conscience. See is light, that's light on science. The science of keeping the light on. Okay? Under 3, you have CLU. Yeah, because after H is in a bucket, you finally get a clue. You understand what I'm saying? A, B, C. Under 4, you have DMV. Damn V, damn view. Yeah, because that's the world of mass. That's where you're inside, air, fire, water, earth, condensed into earth. And you have a dim view. You got all kind of dirt in your eye. Think about it. You choking on the dirt in your throat. Think about it. On the 5, is ENW. That's you in this world. Now you become aware of the new. See, your lessons in school is a consciousness system. So to ascertain 6, under 6 is FOX, fox. Yeah, be wise as a fox. You better. Or else you're going to get gypped out of your headquarters where I are. Oh, I'm moving too fast on you. Excuse me. Under 7 is GPY. That's jippy. Yeah, when you go into church on Sunday, forgive me, all you people who are religious, and you love that church on Sunday, but you go to church on Sunday, you better be careful because you're going to get gypped out of your third eye. You're going to get gypped out of your headquarters. Number 8, that's air, fire, water, earth, hot, cold, wet, dry. 8 is your headquarters. That's where we all are. We all are in the midst of air, fire, water, earth. Air is your mind, fire is your spirit, water is your emotion, earth is your body, and you in the midst of those elements constantly. In between hot up here, that's your intelligence, that's your power. Cold down here, that's your weakness. That's what, okay, where the life draws. You set a battery on the ground, it will take the juice. The ground is a negative force. It would take the juice out of that battery. Hot, cold, wet, dry. Wet is the moisture. That's what you providenced with. That's what you are giving. You're provided with water. You need water in order to survive. Dry is what is taken away, deprived of. And that's the operation of life all around you. Constantly, you have the power of mind to think, okay, motivate that spirit, that drive. You have to take the spirit, your creative energy, you have to devise a plan, and you take that creative energy, you put it behind that plan, you take that plan and put some love on it, put some water on it. If you don't put no water on it, nothing would happen. You put some water on it, then you got something that's going to come materialize, grow up out of or form in the earth. Telling somebody the other day, you want to do something? The earth is just dumb mass. It will do nothing. But come along with an ideal, and the earth takes form of that ideal. If you think not, you have a chair that you sit on. You have a floor that you're standing on. You have a house. All these things were made from the ideal of a person's mind. We are walking around every day, driving in cars. Everything we do are products of an ideal from our mind or air. Creativity, a fire put behind it. The love, because if you don't have any love for it, you won't make it happen. You put some love behind it, wow, you will realize your greatest potential, which is earth, the place where the Jews are and the crystals are, all the wonderful things happen in the earth. But if not, it's going to be a wild, stupid, crazy, and corrupted place. So that's why I'm telling you this. The ABCs of alchemy, which is the ABCs of the art of transformation. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? This is not up for debate. This is not about arguing with anybody on anything. I'm not really trying to condemn religion. I'm really trying to help you guys, especially if you're into religion. Because religion literally means being separate from God and the system of getting back to God. Religion with God. But see, here's the thing. God is not separate. God is the great operation divine. I just explained it to you with air, fire, water, earth. Your heart is pumping. Your mind is working. You have energy. Whether you want to call it spirit, or you don't believe in the spirit, does not matter. You have energy. You have an animating factor in your body. See, this is not things that we can really argue with. These is only the things that we can witness. This is the ABCs of alchemy. And here we are, able to use these things to manifest everything around us. So therefore, where are we? We're in a crystallized thought world. We all are citizens of the I Nation. Are you following me? The I Nation. I said the name of the letter I is the magician. Everything about you comes from the imagination of the mind. Your whole world. Matter of fact, we're walking around living in an imagination. Man's imagination. Yes, man constructed this mess. Yeah, and it's a mess now because he done perverted it from the way it was in the ancient times. And we all know this. We all know this. People are teaching intolerance and hate and fighting and all this and all over religion. I'm trying to tell you, it's not necessary. All we got to do is re-educate ourselves about the ABCs of alchemy, about the method of things, how things form and take shape. Okay? They don't take shape any other way. A man has an ideal. He puts some fervor, fire behind that ideal, and then he'll put some water on it, just like you do with a plant. He'll put some water on it. Water is the love. And then it grows to be something else, or whatever it is that he has intended. But it won't be what the thing started with. The dirt or the thing you put in there, the seed you put in there, the clay, whatever you use, once you put your ideal with it, it won't be the same. Let me explain something to you. I'm going to delve into religion for a minute. The Christian's concept of Christ. Christ is the conscious mind. Christ comes from an ancient word meaning knowledge and wisdom. Jesus comes from an ancient word meaning holy or full, complete. Now, Jesus hung out with who? Mary Magdalene. They said Mary Magdalene was a whore. Yeah, because Mary Magdalene is the mass of nature. Yeah, she's just simply Eve in a different place. Or should I say evolution, where things grow. Rocks are formed. Dirt is made in nature. You take these things and you put your mind with it, your conscious mind, your knowledge and wisdom, and you form something from it. So who else would your conscious mind be hanging out with if it were not hanging out with Mass? That's why we have Christ Mass. Yeah, the celebration of consciousness in Mass. Hey, and keep that thought. I'm gonna get back. Something more. I am alchemy. I am alchemy, 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 alchemy.